But from a hormone perspective, your testosterone is actually higher in the morning.
It is.
So it aligns.
So is your cortisol levels,
I know.
So one of the key things people look at is your ratio of testosterone to cortisol, and that's actually better in the evenings. So everybody understands that testosterone is very important for building muscle and recovery and muscle, growth and repair overall. But what is it really? These acute levels of testosterone throughout the day that are making the difference, or your general levels of testosterone?
It could be. Look, your testosterone levels do drop off throughout the day, but like you said, the cortisol levels are lower in the afternoon because of probably the fact that you've had some meals and you haven't just gone 8 hours without any nutrition
and your cortisol levels has a lot to do with your sleep and wake cycle as well. So your circadian rhythm, which we talked about quite a bit on the sleep episode. From what I've been reading, the optimal hormonal environment is the evening. Although you do get these acute spikes of testosterone in the morning.
Mate, I get a big ramp of testosterone in the morning. I just like to take advantage of it and get in there and lift some iron.
Yeah, Hal gets testosterone in the morning as well.
Do you get a big boost of testosterone in the morning, Hal?
It's a low blow, guys. Come on.
Well, you will, mate. Once you go through puberty, you will get those boosts of testosterone.
One day,
sure.
Hal.
When I first get some facial hair.
Yeah.
So the hormones probably aren't a huge factor, you don't think?
No. So let me lay out what I think is the most important things when it comes to when to train. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is adherence, right? Consistently going to the gym, no matter what time, or not just to the gym, training is going to be more important. So, sticking to it. And then adherence doesn't mean, it's just sticking to a program, but how it fits into your lifestyle. Because, like you said, since you had kids, you started training in the morning. So now that you're not unable to fit in this evening training, adherence, the most important part has caused you to shift your training to the morning. If you unmarried bachelor like me,
Got all the time in the world.
exactly. So training in the evenings, making it a priority is important. So it fits into my lifestyle very well.
What about the fact that if you're a laborer or something, you've had a hard day on the tools, you've exerted all your energy at work throughout the day, and then you got to go in and try and muster up the strength and the energy for a hard weights workout.
Yeah.
Like that's obviously going to be tough. And I know a lot of tradies out there that do train after a day's work and they struggle.
Yeah. And, some of the tradies that I've spoken to, after a day on the tools, one of my friends was saying, when he wasn't on the tools for a few weeks and his training was actually the same time in the evenings, he saw the biggest gains.
Yeah.
Because, the other part above adherence is when you can perform the best.
So maybe if you do have like a physically demanding job and you're going to be taxed by the end of the day, an AM session might be better. Yeah. Whereas if you've got a desk job or just basically do nothing like Hal all day, sleep and eat, doesn't really matter. You can train at the night. And the other thing, like I've found, like even with office jobs, meetings come up late afternoon, your boss asks you to work back. And then there's this mid to late afternoon sort of feeling of tiredness and a bit of a crash that you naturally get, what we spoke about on one of our previous podcasts. So things do pop up that can prevent you from getting into training at night. And if adherence is a big thing, my argument is get it done first thing in the morning, no excuses, nothing pops up throughout the day.